Officers facing charges. It's a very small percentage of the total number of men and women who wear the uniform. But we've told you recently about officers who are accused of breaking the law. Many of them worked in larger departments before coming to their new, smaller department.
We wondered, why do those smaller towns sometimes end up with problem officers? WRAL Investigates Megan Cloherty spoke with sources at all levels of law enforcement and learned that smaller departments face a harder hiring scenario than their larger counterparts.
These former or suspended officers have a lot in common. They're facing charges for breaking the law, and they worked their way from a larger city or county department down to a smaller one. There's Chad Penland, arrested this week and charged with statutory sex offense with a minor. Prior to joining Wake Met Campus Police, Penland was an officer with the Morrisville Police Department.
Good afternoon.
Peter Blake worked at Benson Police. In April, he was charged with forcible rape, kidnapping, burglary, and involuntary sexual servitude. Before Benson PD, he resigned from Raleigh Police while under investigation.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands.
And Mark Oakley, a former Warrenton police officer indicted last year for allegedly using a taser on multiple people without justification. He's also facing a federal lawsuit. Before working in Warrenton, he resigned while under investigation from Roanoke Rapids Police. Officers can resign while under internal investigation in North Carolina. Why they were under investigation is not public record.
Stroud, I guess you got to go back out there and do it all, don't you?
In Nash County, Sheriff Keith Stone says he won't hire anyone that falls below his high standards, but not every department has that luxury.
So they've got to pick and choose on what they're getting, and it makes it very difficult. It all goes back to pay and benefits for them to have people to want to come there and stay there.
Sources tell WRAL the reason that small departments end up with the so-called bad apples of law enforcement comes down to three things: the hiring officers' time and resources, their level of training and background checks, and the pressure to fill the position.
This is the form that law enforcement has to fill out if they leave any job in the state for any reason. And if they leave under investigation, they have to explain why on page 2.
Jeff Welty, UNC public law professor and a member of the Criminal Justice Education and Training Standards Commission, stresses while the information may be available, not all hiring officers will look deeper into why a candidate fell under investigation.
And the agency either doesn't catch on the background investigation what the prior problems were, or does catch them and is just under so much pressure to kind of complete their staffing and with such a small number of interested applicants that they're willing to take a chance on an officer that a larger agency might not.
To ensure better background checks are done, the law changed last year, requiring hiring agencies to look beyond the basic information the candidate reports about themselves.
And if they are moving from one agency to another, the hiring agency must check the personnel file at the agency where they most recently were. And they also have to check any place they've been within the past 5 years.
Which suggests that that wasn't being done before.
It was not being done consistently.
But the law does not specify what a complete personnel file should include.
Where everybody's trying to comply with the law, but what one agency wants or thinks it might be getting may not always be exactly what the other agency thinks it's required to produce.
North Carolina also offers training for officers on how to do background checks, but Sheriff Stone knows smaller departments often cannot spare an officer for that training.
But also, let's really face it, money is a factor too. If they can't find anybody else and they're demanded to have a police officer to cover shifts, then they're probably going to go and find somebody to fit that bill.
Law enforcement on the state level will soon see pay increases thanks to a budget that lawmakers passed here earlier this month. But Sheriff Stone says to fix this problem, it really comes down to North Carolina reinstating health care and cost of living increases for officers after they retire if they want to attract quality officers in the future. In Raleigh, Megan Cloherty, WRAL News.
Megan dives even deeper into her findings and how some of these officers' previous investigations can remain buried. That's all on the WRAL YouTube page.